What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Sport Aces podcast. This is episode
12.
12.
Yeah.
Oh, man, episode 12, man. It's real big things is happening. And, of course, we listen to the crowd, even though we ain't listen to nobody on the IG or TikTok. But we love the support that you guys giving us. On YouTube, we at 70 subscribers. Just give us 30 more subscribers. We reach 100. Then after we hit 100, our next goal is 150, then 200. We're trying to grow this channel, and then
Hell
our
yeah.
IG page trying to reach 200 followers. So go ahead and get that up. And our TikTok page. Show us our TikTok page and our Twitter some love as well,
Facts.
Oh, man. So just want to start off by saying if you build it, they will come. Big news to all the fans out there. So next Monday, we're going to have Coach Jessica Manetti, the head coach of the women's basketball team here, joining us at the pod, man. How y'all feel, man, about that?
Should be exciting. She's going to the tournament now. She could share a lot of great experience with us. I think it'll be good.
I mean, unfortunately, I won't be able to be there, but
Yeah,
it'll be such a good interview for you guys to have. I'm excited for you guys.
Because it's so many questions I want to ask, and there's a question that Jared brought up that I thought about, like, we should ask her. Do she plan like the outfits for games? Like, how do they plan the outfits? Like, do they have a separate meeting about that? Like, say, hi, so we're gonna wear all black? Yeah, we're gonna wear all black. Well, how about this color scheme? We're gonna wear this color scheme for this game. I just want to know, cause it's probably be an interesting question. She gonna laugh about it, but yeah, man,
That's dope, dude.
yeah, man. And then, oh man, but enough about that. We gotta go ahead. We gotta talk about the hot topic right now, which is the March Madness.
Yep.
Oh man, yo, Zach Edey who? Purdue who? Boilermaker who? Yo, the fact that FDU upset Purdue messed up so many brackets. Well, it messed up my bracket, but at that point, I already lost.
Yeah, I mean, them getting upset was expected by literally 0 people. So,
Guys,
I mean, a hell of a game by FDU. I mean, when we played FDU, did Dimitri Roberts play? I don't remember. He did play, bro. He was
buckets.
He was getting buckets.
He was getting buckets that game. I remember,
bro.
Because Isaiah. No matter of fact, I remember pregame. Isaiah pointed him out. Isaiah was like, "He's the best one on the team." I'm like, I don't know about that. Then we looked him up. Pregame, we was like, "Oh shit, he's really
nice,
like the leading scorer of their team," and he didn't miss not one shot in pregame warm up. So I'm like, dog, this is crazy.
And he made a name for himself in the tournament now.
Man, it's crazy.
It's just crazy because their coach is gone now. He went to Iona today.
Yo, it's crazy how, but it's like that every time when
there's always one.
It's always one. Like when St. Peter's run that run, guess what?
Everyone
the
leaves.
next day, that coach is gone. Had the players in the
Well, yeah, I mean, you saw San Francisco, Brooklyn just completely cut all their programs, and they're probably dipping out of the NEC. They took that money.
But it's sad because like what people don't understand is like when you look at college budgets, and I'm not like accounting or nothing for colleges, but I would assume that a lot of revenue comes from your athletics, especially when you have Division I sports. Like you have a lot of money that comes from your athletics, but then a lot of money gets spent going towards athletics because especially when you got like deals where like some of them, I think what was it, Adidas, Nike, or no, it was one, I don't know, it's going to be a brand that it was under. And sometimes when you're under like a brand deal, it's kind of like it helps.
It does.
But then again, it's like you still gotta pay for certain things like the travel.
The travel's ridiculous.
The employees, you gotta pay the employees that work for these teams. You got coaches, you got 4 or 5 coaches on staff, you got athletic trainers, you got all of this. And cutting out sports entirely from a university, I mean, I don't know if it's just like, the money is misappropriated at the university, so they figure let's cut out sports for the remainder of the time this school is open. But it's just sad because that's like a lot of people out of jobs.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, and hopefully, they find elsewhere to go. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to hit back on the FDU coaching job. The only reason he got that was because Patino was going to St. John's back in the Big East.
But I saw this in 2020. He was actually second in line to get the Iona job. Tobin Anderson.
He came from D2.
That was St. Thomas Aquinas.
Aquinas. He bought 3 of his players with him from there, including Dimitri Roberts, Sean Moore. I don't know who the last guy was, but those 2 guys were.
You know what? You should do a video on Roberts.
On Dimitri Roberts? Yeah. I don't know if I have enough information, bro.
That'd be a deep dive.
Bro, I'd have to. Because, we're talking, St. Thomas Aquinas, D2. I mean, I could probably find it.
Yeah.
It would just
take a lot of time.
But that's just an idea.
Hey, listen. I got some stuff in the works right now.
Okay. Just surprise the people. Just surprise the
people. That's a good idea. Because, especially with the tournament being in full swing and him, performing well in the tournament, especially in the second half of that FAU game, where they, so close, man.
I know. If they would have went to Sweet 16, they have been building a statue.
Well, it's because FAU exposed what Purdue didn't, which was the height problem. Even though Zach Edey had a good game.
No one else did.
No, but it was it's a team sport, and when the other guys
Purdue was not hitting, bro.
Yeah, they was looking like doo doo. I was like, come on, dog.
Well, Sean Moore is he's their biggest guy or one of their biggest FDU's biggest guys, and he was just getting bored.
He's 6'4".
Yeah, FDU's not a tall team. That's the problem with recruiting in D1, especially for a team like FDU. You saw the difference between Purdue's, the pictures on Instagram, the difference between FDU's home gym and Purdue's home gym. It's not even comparable. It's like an NFL versus Pee Wee, literally.
Yeah. It was just crazy.
It's just a fun day.
It's just crazy because one thing I learned about March Madness every year is always teams that's upset other teams.
Well, take Princeton, bro. In Sweet 16. They've been looking fantastic.
Fun fact, ladies and gentlemen, that's another Jersey team who upset a team that has a tiger.
Back-to-back years, man.
St. Peter's against Kentucky Wildcats. Princeton, Arizona Wildcats. It's crazy. It's crazy, man.
They could.
And it's a 15-2 seed. That's what's even more.
They could honestly make the Elite Eight, bro. They're shooting fantastic.
Yeah, man. It's crazy because it's schools that and this is how I feel about the seeding process. I feel like when they go in the seeding, I think they look at the conference.
It's based on strength of schedule. Really.
Yeah, strength of schedule, but it's come on, I'm gonna be honest. Some of these teams actually
some of the teams that are higher up should not be as high.
Yeah, because some of them teams be ducking smoke. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be frank. They be ducking the smoke. They be ducking that Duke smoke.
I mean, we've seen some bad high seeds in the past. I remember, was it 3 or 4 years ago, Wichita State was a #1 seed, and they
lost in the second round, right?
Yeah. It's just sometimes they just give these teams who are big names that seed on rep.
It's kind of like Gonzaga, though.
Yeah.
They only play St. Mary's is the only good school in their division, really, in their conference, really, unless I'm missing something.
I don't think you are. I'll look anyways.
I mean, Gonzaga, I want to say maybe 10, 15 years ago, trash.
Yeah.
I mean, they had Adam Morrison back in the early 2000s. You all remember Adam Morrison. Man, what a bust. Man. But Gonzaga, they just recently started to become good, within the past 10, 15 years.
I mean, St. Mary's, BYU, it's not great.
BYU was only good when they had Jimmer.
Yeah.
And Jimmer wasn't really. Jimmer was just a straight shooter. If he wasn't hitting, they lose, basically. But good enough for him. He was hitting pretty much every game that year in 2009 when they.
Yeah, but my women's bracket is amazing, guys. Let me just say that. Let me just get that right. The women's tournament, I'm doing great in that bracket.
Of course, you pick South Carolina.
I mean,
the best team in the world. Yeah.
You know who? Nah, but you know what's so crazy?
Bro, University of Miami's nice. They upset Indiana last night.
They did.
Yeah.
Huge underdogs.
Yeah.
The Cavender twins.
Nah, it's the Oi Miss.
They like that.
Oi Miss upsetting Stanford.
Yeah, that's a big one too.
Yeah, fucking Stanford got
they got revenge.
Took that L. Yeah.
They might have beat us, but they ain't make it past any other team.
But fuck with Ole Miss, man, for getting that win. Because you know why?
That was a big
Stanford
win.
bit us. Yeah, fuck that. We praying on the downfall. Get that L. Hold that L.
That's a big loss too, because now Ole Miss plays Miami in the Sweet 16. I'm pretty sure.
Let's see 16. I think that UCLA South Carolina matchup gonna be good.
Nah,
I think
South
the Notre Dame and Maryland game gonna be good. The Colorado beating Duke women's team is pretty good. I'm excited to see Iowa.
Yeah, they get that one go, Clark.
Oh, she get buckets.
She's easily, in my opinion, the best player.
Then you got Miami versus Villanova in the women's bracket. LSU versus Utah. That's gonna be an amazing game. I need to watch that game for sure. Is that 5:00 or that's a Friday? Oh,
VT versus Tennessee.
And Ohio State versus UConn. Ooh.
UConn. Both men and women in the Sweet 16. This happens a lot.
It does.
But it hasn't happened recently.
Playing Arkansas.
For us, at least.
Then the men's bracket got Alabama versus San Diego State.
Alabama should get
Creighton versus Princeton.
That could honestly be a good game.
Yeah. FAU versus Tennessee. Kansas State versus Michigan State.
I actually have a story. You remember that guy that collapsed from Florida a couple years ago?
Yeah.
Now he's the leading scorer for K-State.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro.
He could have taken
he's a top prospect
an insurance policy.
Yeah, $5 million insurance policy.
And he said nah.
He bet on himself, and he's probably going to be a
get drafted.
He's going to be a top pick in the draft, I think. If he continues, he's a leading scorer for them this year.
Let's see how tall he is.
I think he's like 6'8". Keontae Johnson.
Yeah.
But yeah, that story is crazy.
18 a game. It's respectable.
That's solid. I mean, for a top 3 seed in the tournament. Well,
I mean, he was good at Florida, and then obviously he went out for the whole year.
And you know what school he went? You know where he's from?
Virginia.
Norfolk, Virginia. 757, baby.
Represent.
Always. And then we got Houston versus Miami, Xavier versus Texas, Arkansas versus UConn, and Gonzaga versus UCLA.
That's going to be a tough game, bro.
Arkansas's got a lot of good freshmen. They got Nick Smith, Jordan Walsh.
Yeah, I think they said they had 3 players that could go in the first round. And, he got to go for UConn because you see what's on his chest,
Yeah. So do I. I've been a UConn fan for a minute.
I mean, this UConn team is really good. It's just sometimes they don't have the perimeter shooting. It really is just fully dependent on Hawkins.
I mean, their second halves this tournament have been fantastic.
They just feed Sanogo, and he just
bullies
everybody.
Is a beast, bro. He had 22 last game.
So if we're going to do our predictions, all right, we're going to go with the men's bracket first.
Sure.
Alabama versus San Diego State. I have Alabama.
Same. Yeah. Brandon Miller is too much for SDU.
He's too much for everybody, but we're gonna chill with the jokes. Creighton versus Princeton.
I wasn't even gonna make a joke.
I mean, I have Creighton going almost all the way, so
that's good. Probably Creighton, but you never know with this tournament.
I'm gonna go with Princeton. I'm gonna go with the double-digit underdog.
See, I want to take Princeton, but I don't know, man.
Yeah. Then we have FAU versus Tennessee.
I mean, I have Tennessee here, but I also didn't think FAU was gonna be here.
Well, I like Tennessee because
I had Duke. So.
I think after Tennessee first round game, you would think, oh, they ain't gonna do too good against Duke, but they really balled out against Duke. So I'm gonna go with Tennessee. What was yours?
Tennessee. FAU shouldn't win that game.
Kansas State versus Michigan State. I'm gonna go with Kansas State.
Yeah.
They on the hot streak right now, and they really.
And they listen to Lil Baby in the locker room before every game. So they're ready.
Houston versus Miami.
Houston.
Yeah.
If Houston's on, they're the best team in the tournament, in my opinion.
Yeah. All right. Xavier versus Texas.
I'll take Xavier. The Big East.
I'm gonna go Texas, man. Xavier's been disappointing, bro. They almost lost in the first round. I mean, they had a good game last game, but I'm gonna go with Texas.
I'm gonna go with Texas too.
We already know. You don't even got it's UConn.
You're taking UConn.
You say I was taking UConn.
You taking
You better be
Arkansas?
taking UConn.
Are you taking Arkansas?
Are y'all
You
threatening me? Are y'all threatening me?
You can take Arkansas.
Take Arkansas. You're
Take
gonna
it.
lose.
I'm gonna be the one. All right, I'm gonna be the one. Let me
Take them.
Nah, I'm gonna go with UConn because I ain't gonna lie.
Nah,
I feel like Arkansas might have that one.
Now
game.
Arkansas is gonna win.
Oh,
You jinx them.
Jinx them.
nah, they barely got by Kansas. So
Kansas is better than UConn though.
Yeah, I know, but like, it was a tough game. But everybody can't get that magic again. You can't have it back-to-back games.
True.
The
Kansas
best-
did suck ass in the second half.
Like, the best-
Arkansas's young. I don't know if they have that.
The basketball guys ain't gonna give you back-to-back.
Well, UConn just has
They
to,
ain't gonna be back-to-back.
play the way that they've been playing for the first 2 games, and they'll be fine.
Yeah.
Especially in the second half.
Yeah.
All right, and then the last game, see, we went to Elite 8. We got Gonzaga versus UCLA.
That'll be a good one, but I got UCLA. I have them winning it all.
I mean, I think Gonzaga just because they have the experience.
I'm gonna go
That's a
with
good point.
I'm gonna go with Gonzaga. 'Cause I feel like Drew Timmy need to get one and just leave. I'm sick of tired
Bro,
seeing
he's
him.
been in the
He's
he's been in
been
college for
chilling.
like 20 years, bro. Get out of
All
here.
right, then we're gonna go to the women's bracket. I don't know if you guys been watching some of their games, but some of their games has been pretty good. I ain't gonna hold y'all. All right, South Carolina versus UCLA.
I mean,
South Carolina.
Yeah,
I mean, they're the best
yeah.
team in the tournament by far.
All right, then we got Notre Dame versus Maryland.
Notre Dame.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Maryland. Ole Miss versus Louisville.
Louisville has Haley Van Lith. I'm going Louisville.
I'm going Ole Miss, man. I like this Ole Miss underdog story.
Bro, Haley Van Lith is nasty.
I'm gonna have to go. I have to go with you. I gotta go. with
Haley Van
Louisville.
Lith, she's so good.
Louisville is pretty fucking good. Colorado versus Iowa.
Iowa.
Colorado off that hot upset of Duke.
I'm gonna go with Iowa.
Keelan Clark is unstoppable.
I mean, I know that Iowa has the best player, but Colorado's riding a hot wave.
Sorry, prime time. I know your dog played for Colorado, but gotta go with Iowa.
I'm going with the prime time.
Miami
Hire me
versus Villanova.
Miami.
Yeah, give me Miami just for the Twins. No basketball reasoning in it.
I didn't say anything. He said it.
He's gonna shoot his shot later, ladies and
No, I'm
gentlemen.
not.
Go ahead, slide, bro. It's okay, bro.
Bro,
We're gonna let you be
listen,
great.
the Cavender twins are, yes, valid, but
They're also good.
they're also, well, one of them's good. The other
You know what I'm
one's
saying?
kinda trash.
Indiana though, so like,
One
Yeah.
of them's good. The other one's
Yeah.
kind of trash.
all right, LSU versus Utah.
LSU,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm
LSU.
going with LSU.
LSU.
That Angel Reese is cute. But anyways,
There you go.
You got
Is this even about basketball anymore, bro?
You got yours in.
Is this even
But
about
no,
basketball?
they legit good. Wait. So now it's not about basketball with me. But when you said,
We had
You said-
that-
Bro,
It's
no, I
about
actually think Miami will win.
Yeah, I do think Miami will.
that's crazy. Nah, it's gonna be a close game though because Utah got a good like forward. She definitely was averaging double in the I think previous game. I think so. It was pretty good. That's gonna be a tough game. I think it's gonna be LSU by 3 or by 6 most likely. Virginia Tech versus Tennessee.
Tennessee.
The classic Tennessee.
Tennessee's got the culture down there.
I'm gonna be honest.
The Lady Vol.
I'm gonna go with Tennessee because I feel like Virginia Tech, even though they're the 1 seed, but it's always a team that's gonna surprise and get them out of there. Then UConn versus Ohio State. I'm going with UConn. Like, fuck y'all talking about.
UConn. The women are nasty.
Yeah,
You got Gino.
They don't even have Paige Beckers, bro. If they had Paige Beckers, they'd win the tournament.
exactly. Man, that's what I like about the March Madness, man. You never know who can win. You never know who's gonna get upset every year. So, yeah, definitely. You almost caught me in 4K. 'Cause I definitely seen somebody downstairs that was like, boom.
It's every episode at this point.
Yeah, at this point, we gotta have one.
We gotta have a counter.
You got a tracker on your eyes. They wander over.
Yeah, y'all funny, man. Y'all something else. But oh man, then we gotta talk about y'all seen the NFL free agency, man? These stuff been getting crazy, man.
Yeah, let's talk about Dalton Schultz. How do you feel about that, buddy?
Yeah,
I think that's a stupid move by the Cowboys, in my opinion. But
I mean, was it a bad move?
yes.
He didn't make-
I was about to say, if you didn't say it was a
Yeah.
bad move, you're
Yes,
delusional.
It was a bad move. But
Y'all did get Brandon Cooks, so
I did feel like we got a 2 receiver for nothing, so that's pretty good.
Y'all basically got him for what 5th and 6th round pick.
Yeah, like that's.
I mean, if he's healthy, he's a very
him
solid
healthy.
receiver.
And then now we got CD, Cooks, Gallup.
I mean, if Cooks,
that's a good one.
Like he said, Cooks healthy, he's a 1,000-yard guy.
Yeah,
he's had 1,000 yards. I think 7 out of 9 years in the league, and he's had shit quarterbacks.
Yeah, he's been rough.
I mean, obviously he did have.
He's bounced around.
He had Tom Brady for 1 year, and he also had
Breeze at the beginning.
Yeah, true, but he wasn't as good in New Orleans. He started to develop, and then they just he's so weird because he's a good player that gets passed around. Oh my god,
so much!
I don't understand.
It's his 5th team.
I don't understand it. Yeah, he's been good wherever he's been.
Yeah,
the Rams he was good.
Yeah,
Texans he was good. Saints good.
Wait, y'all seen how the Titans at crossroads with their safety? They start safety.
Kevin Byard, yeah.
I feel like they're gonna rebuild though.
I would just let them go if I were the Titans. They're kind of done.
Their window's kind of over.
We talked about it. Derrick Henry's on the trade block. Do I think he's gonna? I don't think he's gonna go anywhere. I think they probably build around Derrick Henry because he probably has 4 or 5 good years left.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, he's a different type of different type of player though. He's just you can't really compare him to anybody.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess Jerome Bettis maybe
one injury and then he just comes back fine.
Yeah, he came back this year and had 1,500 yards. It was nothing.
He's different than any other back. You can't project him the same way.
That's what I'm saying. If you have Derrick Henry, you build around him.
Then you got Thielen going to the Panthers.
Bro, the Panthers are low-key loading
up. I saw he did an interview with NFL Network. He said he went there.
Some bullshit what he said too.
He went there because he thinks he can win a Super Bowl in Carolina.
That's exactly what I was talking about.
What?
When he said, I think we can
with who?
Ring.
Andy Dalton.
I'm sitting here
they're drafting the QB.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, man! Somebody give me some of the weed he got. Cause stay off the weed.
That was what Ian Rappaport's eyes when he heard that. He was like, Am I hearing this guy? Right?
Yeah, I was there too. But no, the biggest still in that free agency besides Schultz,
CJ Gardner-Johnson.
It had to be CJ Gardner-Johnson.
They got him for a 1-year deal.
How did no one give him a real contract?
He led the league in picks this year.
It's only funny because just looking
Eagles
just looking at the Eagles team, it's you got Slayback, but
Eagles
CJ
defense,
Gardner-Johnson.
Literally 7 defensive
starters.
The
Lions has really been racking up as we think about it.
Bro, they're ready to make a run. They are. They're making the playoffs this year or next season.
I think they can win the division. Pretty easy.
Vikings and Lions will be at the top.
The Vikings, bro, their defense is so.
I know, but they'll improve. They'll improve. They have to.
They can't mathematically be worse than 32nd.
Dante Hightower announced his retirement from that league.
Man, I love and hate Dante Hightower because he was such a good player.
He was good. He was annoying,
but he's a pain in the ass to play against.
He was annoying.
Man. He was so good though. He's a Patriots legend for sure.
Yeah.
Cam's making a comeback too. Yeah.
That was weird.
He's trying out with Auburn's pro day. I'm not surprised. He says, and I quote, "There ain't 32 guys better than me." So,
34-year-old Cam Newton.
There ain't 32 guys better than me.
I mean,
that's
you got. Well, I'm gonna say it like
steaming.
this. I'm gonna say it like this. I feel like Cam is going through that transition that how Melo was going through that transition, where you still think you're still that star QB that can come in and be a star day one.
Where the hell is he gonna go?
Well, this is what I would think.
Nowhere.
This is what I would think. Him. If any team pick him up, it's only going to be because he's going to be a mentoring to a young quarterback.
I guess.
I can see.
I say whatever team drafts Richardson, they pick up Cam.
They're going to get Cam.
I would bring him in just for the publicity in itself.
Not just that, yeah. But then you have Richardson who's been compared to him already. Yeah. So wherever Richardson goes, just bring him in because he knows exactly how to play like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Cam. What hurt him was that shoulder injury where he had to retool his mechanics, and then he went to New England, and you could just tell he could not push the ball.
That's what happens when you play like that.
Well, I felt like New England wasn't a good situation for him. Before the injury, I think it's because when you look at the Patriots during that time, it was post Brady. So I feel like any quarterback going to the Patriots that time, you either had to win the Super Bowl that same year. prove Brady like, yeah, we can win it without you.
They can.
Type idea. But it's kind of like Brady made everything look like it was simple in that offense. And then you had McDaniels that was trying to mold Cam into that quarterback, but it's like Cam's style don't fit that scheme.
They ran him a lot though. They beat him. They beat him up that year.
They did, and it's just like, and then people be
for no reason too.
To kill him. But I'm like, everybody knew that wasn't going to be a good fit. From anybody that
even Pats fans knew that wasn't.
Yeah, so like you can't get mad too much about it.
But they all knew it was a 1-year rental though. Like,
so like
everyone
that
knew
1 year rental is okay. Like y'all can live with that 1 year rental.
It's like the Colts. They did the same thing with Matt Ryan. It was a 1 year.
I feel like they really believed in Matt Ryan though, in a sense though.
They did. They've been doing it for like 4 years.
That is true because they were a borderline playoff team last year, and then they thought it was because of Carson Wentz the reason why they didn't make it. But in reality, they had a lot more problems on their hands.
They've just been mid for 4 years.
Because they sucked ass this year.
Flipping like Brissett to Rivers to Wentz.
To be fair, Jonathan Taylor was injury prone all year, which really didn't help them because he was the reason why they were good last year.
Yeah.
Almost 2,000 yards on the ground in his second year. And then this year, I mean, if you took Taylor #1 in fantasy, I pray for you because he sucked.
Yeah.
Because he came off the year where he was getting so much play. Like he was getting 30 rushes a game.
Yeah.
You can't keep up that type of production year after year unless you're Derrick Henry. So
yeah, it's just I don't know, man. But if you ask me anything, I feel like going forward, I think honestly we're gonna probably draft. Cause I know we draft pretty good. So I think
you guys. I will say that you guys have really been drafting well these past 5 years.
So I don't think I know we hurting because like certain players we didn't get back, but I'm okay with the lost pieces we have because we can retool that in the draft or probably get like minor guys that's like
Ant was saying, this tight end class is
really good.
It's loaded,
and they're not going to go first round.
No, I'm okay with that because we still got second. We still got.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all can pick them up in the second.
There's so many different types of tight ends too in this draft. Like if you want a receiver,
Darnell Washington would honestly fit really well with you guys. Great blocker. He's 6'7", basically another O lineman. Whoever gets him, like we were saying, gets a free. O line.
And there's multiple good pass catching tight ends. There's
honestly, I feel like
the deepest class in a while.
I feel like Darnell Washington fits your needs perfectly because you guys already have 3 capable receivers. You don't really need a receiving tight end necessarily because you have CeeDee Lamb, who's one of the better receivers in the league, and then you pair him with Brandon Cooks, who's older but he's still pretty quick.
So this is the CBS mock draft. I'm gonna go down this list and I'm gonna go through the first top 10.
Recent.
That is 4 hours ago.
Oh shit! Okay.
Update. So, the mock draft results that they have: Carolina Panthers get Bryce Young.
I don't like that pick.
I mean, it's going to be one of them.
Yeah. Houston Texans get C.J. Stroud.
Yeah.
Cardinals get edge rusher Will Anderson Jr.
Yep. Makes sense.
Colts get Anthony Richardson.
That would be an interesting fit.
Seahawks get Jalen Carter. Las Vegas Raiders get Will Levis. Lions get edge rusher Tyree Wilson. Atlanta Falcons get Christian Gonzalez, cornerback. The Bears get Paris Johnson Jr. from Ohio State. Eagles get Miles Murphy, edge rusher from Clemson. Titans get Pierce Skoronski from Northwestern, tackle. Houston Texans get Luke Van Ness, Iowa edge rusher. The New York Jets get Broderick Jones, Georgia.
That's who he should pick.
That would be great. That's a great pick.
That's who he should pick.
I think y'all need to go lineman first round.
That's who he should pick.
The Patriots get cornerback Joey Porter Jr. from
That's
Penn
a
State.
great pick too.
Good pick.
Green Bay Packers get Jordan Addison from USC.
He's good as well.
Yeah.
Only thing that's questionable is his 40.
He's a receiver, right?
A lot of receivers had no one really ran that fast. Like even Hyatt only ran like a 4.3 something, and everyone thought he was gonna run like 4.1.
What did Addison run? Like a 4.5?
Yeah, like a mid
4.55.
That's fine because he's a bigger dude. Like,
he's a good route runner too. I don't have any worries with him.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Commanders get cornerback Devon Witherspoon from Illinois. Steelers get safety Brian Branch from Alabama.
I love Brian Branch.
I wish we could either take him or Broderick Jones.
I love Brian Branch.
I think we take either of those two.
Baltimore Ravens get wide receiver Quentin Johnston from TCU.
He's good.
Like that.
Buccaneers get linebacker Drew Sanders from Arkansas.
Doesn't matter who they draft at this point.
Seattle Seahawks get guard Osiris Terrence from Florida. Jaguars get tackle Darnell Wright from Tennessee. Lions draft another cornerback, Deontay Banks from Maryland. Let's see. Vikings get, at the 23rd pick, Vikings get Jackson Smith from Ohio State.
No, they don't need him.
I mean, maybe we let
Bro, they need defense.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Chargers get Michael Mayer, Notre Dame.
That's the tight end.
Top tight end. Yeah, he's really
Kansas
good.
City get tackle DeJuan Jones from Ohio State. Cowboys get Luke Musgrave, Oregon State tight end.
He's really good.
That would be solid.
Buffalo Bills get Bijan Robinson from Texas.
Yes. Dude, if they get Bijan Robinson.
Cincinnati Bengals get Kylie Ringo, Georgia. New Orleans Saints get Zay Flowers.
Like it.
Eagles get Brian Breesy at the 30th pick. That would be a steal.
Yeah.
And the Giants get center John Michael Schmitz from Minnesota.
I like that.
Yeah.
I don't have too many problems with any of those, to be honest.
I except the Vikings. They don't pick Njigba. No way.
Probably not. But like
Hyatt out of the first round, though. That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, this
Njigba's going to be good,
It's pretty good mock.
Yeah,
I like that.
I like that because I feel like we get him in the first round. That'd be a good pickup.
Musgrave's really, like, he's underrated in terms of athleticism. He ran, like, a really good 40, especially for a heavier set tight end.
Yeah.
But
Draft's April 27th, if anyone's wondering. So that's the first round.
Wait, we do got Sports Buzz that day.
That would be big, bro.
You do.
Yeah, we do, not him.
This guy.
Wait, April 27th, bro? That's almost near, like, graduation time. Damn.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, not for
We're already
us.
at the end of March.
I know.
Or March 20th, 21st.
Crazy.
It's crazy. We on like next week.
The thing is, the draft is still a month away, bro.
It's crazy. But you know, around this time, this is when we get like a lot of like reports about certain things happening. Like with the Warren Sapp, with the weed, the drugs.
True.
We get some weird reports like, oh, Randy Moss had this domestic violence abuse. And you're like, what the hell?
Joe Mixon.
Not saying that like he really was hit.
Joe Mixon.
Killed his stock. Still got drafted somehow, but
Randy Moss, yeah, and he ended up being one of the best receivers in the league.
We could have got Randy, but fucking Jerry Jones don't understand, man. We love a trouble receiver.
If Randy went to the Cowboys when he went, what is it, 98 he got drafted? Y'all had what, Aikman in the end of his career?
End of Aikman and Emmett.
Aikman would have been still looking like a
93 Aikman.
Yeah, like man, and yo, you know what's so crazy? For all them times, for Aikman to be called a great, like he never really thrown.
He wasn't that good.
Okay,
he really wasn't that good.
I was gonna go
It's
there.
like Joe Namath. Like,
Nah, he didn't throw that many yards.
It's just like Joe Namath all over again.
Emmett, obviously, you're gonna give him the ball. You had like the great balance.
Well,
I guess.
well, I would defend Aikman in this case. I feel like the 90s was when we slowly was starting to pass the ball, throw the ball more in the league. I think, Jerry Johnson, if everybody know how Jerry Johnson coached, he wasn't really like a run. He was more run happy than the pass.
True.
Type of
Jimmy? You mean Jimmy Johnson?
Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah.
Who else?
Jerry.
Oh, Jimmy.
Well,
Johnson.
because you're thinking Jerry Jones and Jimmy Johnson. So
Yeah,
Jerry,
and and I think just because Emmett was just going to give you like $1,500 a year.
Yeah,
true.
Without a doubt. So it's kind of like
give him the ball.
Emmett just had high volume in many years. That's the formula to be
and
leading
like,
rusher of all time.
And you gotta look at the receivers we had. We ain't really have like no superstar.
Yeah, Michael Irvin.
Yeah, Michael Irvin. But I'm talking about like multiple guys that we gonna get. Like
I would consider Michael Irvin a superstar receiver.
Yeah.
Is it crazy that like if you ask like the top 5 Cowboys, he won't be in the top 5.
No, that's not crazy.
Nah.
No,
because Rodgers Staubach.
Most of them are going to be
let's hear
quarterbacks.
your list of top 5 Cowboys.
Oh man, damn.
I mean, this is
you could use current players too.
This is very up to
Dak Prescott, number 1.
No,
because like you're including every single position.
It's a very hard list to make. If I had to, I don't know if I could do a top 5 Jets list. I know Joe Namath wouldn't be on there for me.
Not in terms of talent, no.
In terms of success, he's unfortunately the most
so
successful
if we
Jet.
had to do if I had to do a top 5 list of all time Cowboy players, number 1 is gonna be Roger Staubach.
Number
Fair.
1,
Yeah.
Number two gonna be Emmett.
Wow, Staubach over Emmett. I mean,
even though Emmett got the record, but I feel like Staubach. I think
it's close.
I think Staubach kind of defined our franchise.
He did.
Yeah.
When he came in, it was kind of like
No, he did.
when you think of America's team, Roger Staubach.
Because he came from the army.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
My third one.
It's tough after 1 and 2, man, because I feel like Staubach
I'm gonna put Randy White.
Randy White, yeah, he was good.
People forget he was a great defensive presence.
I forgot about him.
70s to 80s. See, that's what everybody forget.
You're gonna put Deion Sanders.
Number 4, I will put Tony Dorsett.
Yeah, he was very good.
And number 5, I put Aikman.
Okay.
Bro, but see, this is the thing. And
there's so many.
But this is the thing though, because I know everybody they ask him personally, like why he don't want to consider, like even Deion Sanders himself wouldn't consider himself as a top
Cowboy.
Yeah, because he feels like if anything,
he might have done more in Atlanta.
No, he feels like his best accolades that you can sit here and say will be with Atlanta.
True.
Because with the Cowboys, I mean, we had them, but it was just like, is it something like you can sit here and say Deion's my top 5?
Probably not. No.
Not at that point in his career, not the top 5 Cowboys. He will be up there in like top 15, but like top 5.
Everson Walls too, man. Can't forget about Everson Walls.
Cause even there, cause then you gotta say, well, what about T.O.?
He didn't play long enough in there.
T.O. didn't play long enough for me, so I can't like T.O. If he had to just go strictly.
Where do you put Jason Witten though? Because
Jason Witten would be in that number 6. He would be right in the outside.
Because he's their best receiver / tight end, I'd say.
Like he would be at number 6. He's like right there by number 6.
You put Irvin over Witten.
I might put Irvin over Witten. Yeah.
I mean, Witten was just more productive.
Because of accolades.
Yeah. That's true. They didn't win a Super Bowl with Witten. So.
I mean, where's Romo?
You put Romo top 10?
You know Tony Romo is a Cowboys legend. He might not be like that high, but he...
Just based off like everything, like not just like the play. It's like the same thing with Rodgers coming to the Jets. It's like the media attention's all around Romo. And he only played for the Cowboys.
Nah, wait a minute. Matter of fact, let me switch it up. I said Emmett. When I said Staubach, Emmett.
White.
Let me take out White. DeMarcus Ware.
I was gonna mention DeMarcus. Yeah, DeMarcus Ware. He's a beast.
Tony Dorsett, Aikman.
And now let me pose this question to you: are there any players currently on the team that could possibly make a top 5 run? I would have one person in mind, and I think you know who it is. Yeah. Micah Parsons.
Micah Parsons. I think Micah Parsons is the only one that I think he would be in my top 10. He's in my top 10
already.
He's in my top 10.
Wow.
Like right at 10 though. Like
that's crazy though, because he's only been in the league for 3 years.
He's right at 10, in my opinion. He's right at 10.
He's a beast.
He might be the best defensive player in football.
He's
right
at 10 because I think
he is. Aaron Donald after that down
he's
year,
right at 10 because in 3 years that's pretty good. Now if he shows dominance the next 5 years, still producing the way he's producing, that's 8 years. I can give him that top 10.
Problem is, does he stay with the Cowboys?
See, that's another question. That's gonna be.
He's gonna go where the money is.
Yeah, I can see that.
And the Cowboys, will offer him for sure because they I feel like he's your defensive anchor. You have to.
I think Jerry Jones understood like without him, you kind of he's like to me. I think I'm gonna look at Parsons how we had to look at DeMarcus Ware. Get this guy coming in. You draft him high. You don't know what to expect. First couple seasons, he's dominating. So now it's like
Facts.
I'm invested in this guy, and you have to invest in him because
you should be.
Your defense is the key part to get to a title. Now, hypothetically speaking, let's say the next year, that fake script that had us like in the Super Bowl, and that defense is looking amazing. Now it's like you kind of got to really focus on your defensive guys.
Facts.
Than anything. I think Dak Prescott. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna compare you. I'm gonna compare Dak Prescott to an older quarterback that played in the Cowboys uniform, Danny White. Danny White was the QB right after start back. Mm-hmm. Problem with White was he had good stats, but when it came to the playoffs, couldn't win. And that's where it always. That's why I always say.
It sounds familiar.
No, but it just sucks because it's kind of like Prescott. If Prescott can get one, I think the negative talk about him would die down a little bit. But I think it's just gonna always. I think every quarterback that wears a Cowboys uniform, they're gonna always get critiqued. It's because the guys that won it previously, like the Starback and the Aikman. It's kind of like you gotta live up to that standard. And I think that's why, the Cowboys is that's why like when people look at the Cowboys brand, people don't like the Cowboys. I'd be like, how you don't like the Cowboys? Like, what did the Cowboys ever do to you? Well, you don't like them
because of the fans,
it's because of the fans. Okay, that's understandable, but the team itself, like, I think it's just because we just brand the team to the point where everybody see them every Thanksgiving. So
we just get people just don't like Dallas just because it's a common thing to hate Dallas.
Yeah.
It is. I mean,
it's like the Eagles.
Yeah. My main reason for my dislike of the team originally was the narrative of the America's team being pushed so hard.
Well, I think you have to.
You can thank Staubach for it.
Well, you can say Staubach, but you got to think about previous ownership too. Previous ownership, Tex was just gonna make sure we was gonna be always being our brand was gonna be out there in the '70s, and that's why like '70s, '80s, you gonna always see Cowboys was always in the mix. Even though we wasn't making it in the Super Bowl, but you always knew, okay, I'm gonna see a Cowboys logo. I know we have the Dallas Cowboys. Hey, Dallas Cowboys, and the story.
I mean, they're hated the same way other baseball teams hate the Yankees.
Yeah.
That's because the Yankees just win so much. Or they won.
The historic success, even though it's not recent, still makes you angry.
The Boston Celtics, bro. Boston Celtics haven't had...
Even the Lakers. Like, the Lakers get...
At least the Lakers have had recent success.
Yeah, but see, when you think about the Lakers, like, without that time before 2020, they were still getting the most disliked because... Well, not most disliked, but, like, teams would be... People who fans of basketball would be like, oh, look at the Lakers. They think they too
good. The Lakers,
good.
this decade, not decade, this century have 6 championships. So...
Yeah.
I think that's got to be the most.
Yeah.
But if you want to go
Warriors
by
are
decades,
right there.
But you want to go by decades.
Decades, the Lakers ran the 2000s. They had 5 championships.
Of course.
Yeah. Warriors have run the 2010s. And, I mean, they're threatening to run the 2020s.
I think for the 2020, I think...
Milwaukee, bro, I'm telling you.
I think Giannis is really making a statement. This is what's crazy to me because, to be honest, people forget, like, Milwaukee was not a bad team back in the 2000s when they had reality.
They were good. Michael Redd.
Yeah. Like, oh, that's a name I ain't heard in a long time.
Bro, he's a bucket.
Yeah.
He averaged like 20... He averaged above 25 points a game.
He had like that Brandon Roy injury thing happen though.
Mm-hmm.
That's why, because like those guys, a lot of like successful like Milwaukee Bucks have had that same type of thing. Like Brandon Jennings, he was pretty good.
Brandon Jennings was really good.
His rookie year, he dropped 55 points. And then you have Monte Ellis, who played for the Bucks for a while. He was a good scorer. Not for a while. He played there for like a couple of years.
Yeah.
I mean, when Brandon Jennings played there.
Brandon Jennings. Who else? Michael Redd. Andrew Bogut was there for a little bit.
They had Ray Allen.
Ray Allen was there in the 90s before they were like pretty good though. Now it's like they finally built around Giannis.
I'm gonna look at 2 years ago. 2 years ago today.
Watching the tourney.
Watching tourney at B-Dubs. That was with my big brother. Damn, I gotta find that hoodie. That hoodie fire. At the cookout. Oh, this was when I first got back to Virginia.
Before you were here. That was before you were here.
Yeah, man. It's crazy when I look at like footage of me when like old stuff that happened years ago. I'll be like, oh, look at that. Oh yeah, shout out to Morgan, man. Morgan, this is her 1 year anniversary.
Yeah.
I can't wait till she get married. I'm gonna be at that wedding lit.
She's coming back for our Monday class, the symposium thing. She's coming back to host that.
Oh, nice.
Hey.
She's gonna be interviewing one of the directors for ESPN.
I ain't gonna lie, that'd be dope though.
Gotta pull up and.
Yeah, wait, to Women in Sports?
I mean, you guys are gonna be working it.
Well, I'm gonna be there regardless.
You guys are doing the production and we're doing all the other stuff.
Yeah, like we have like cameras there and that's what I see.
Okay.
All right. Oh, okay. So let's look at the play-in. Let's go and transition to the NBA playoffs. All right. So the Eastern Conference, the Bucks and Celtics is penciled in.
Yeah.
Clinched a playoff berth. You know, you got the Sixers, the Cavs, the Knicks at 5, and the Brooklyn Nets at 6.
The Knicks.
Then the
that
7.
Was so frustrating.
7 is the Heat. 8 is the Hawks. 9 is the Raptors. 10 is a surprise, the Bulls.
Can we just talk about?
I gotta get the next rant off.
Can we just talk about that last night?
Julius Randle,
52 points at 3 quarters.
57.
52 points at 3 quarters.
We lose. Torian Prince, just some random NBA scrub, has 8 for 8 from 3. 12 for 13 from the field. 30. Torian Prince is not like he's an NBA player. He's just kind of there. No Cat. No Anthony Edwards. Gobert. Rudy Gobert's terrible, anyways.
Oh no, I remember him.
Torian Prince. You gotta remember him.
By Torian Prince.
You gotta remember him. You know exactly what you remember.
He's the most average, mediocre NBA scrub out there.
Put it on the screen.
Really put up his stupid ass face and his dumb ass stat line. That's what we get cooked by.
Are you saying this because you're just mad that y'all lost?
Yes, I'm terribly pissed.
I'd be pissed off.
Look, you got 35 points to Torian Prince and he missed 1 shot. That's embarrassing.
Julius Randle had 57. In a loss. Career high in a loss.
And you know who got cooked for all 35 of those points? RJ Barrett. Didn't put a freaking hand up the whole night. Oh my god.
He also had 13 points.
He's a scrub. He pisses me off so much.
I watched the end of that game. It was it was 140 to 134 at the end of regulation.
Didn't I say the Knicks should just trade RJ Barrett? But
everybody's been saying it.
God damn it.
Fucking
Dolan.
Instead, they paid him. They didn't trade him. They paid him. They gave him a max contract.
He's gone. It's
fucking
fine,
Dolan.
Dude. You only got a couple more years of him.
Yeah, that's all.
He'll be out of here.
It's okay. It's okay.
You guys have better players on your bench. Quickly, hard.
I'd rather play Josh Hart 35 minutes.
You know what I'm talking about when I talk about Prince, right? With the NCAA tournament.
That's exactly what I was saying. He was like,
No, the dude asked, "Hey, well, they out rebounded y'all."
How does Yale or whoever they played? How does whoever out rebound Baylor? He's like, well, when the ball comes off, you grab it, and they got more
with
of those
2 hands, and then you come down with it.
They got more
that's
of
considered
those.
a rebound.
And they got more of those than we did.
I laughed so hard
because stupid.
Now he's known for 2 things: 1 for that, and 2 for dropping 38 on the Knicks.
He dropped 38 on the Knicks, man.
Or 35, 38, whatever.
35, 8 for 8 from 3.
Yo, random thought. Do you ever realize any player that had like a great game is always against the Knicks?
Bro, people come into the Garden and they just turn into gods.
It's because it's MSG, bro.
It's MSG, man.
But the Knicks players... No, I honestly didn't want Randall to keep scoring because if he broke the MSG scoring record from Melo, I would not have been happy.
In a loss.
Wow.
I would have not been happy.
Loss is crazy. All right. Let's see. Oh,
shout out the Bulls, though.
The Bulls, that was a big win for them. They beat the Sixers last night.
Yo, prayers that
James Harden sucked.
Yo, prayers that Lonzo Ball really come back, man. From his injury.
He's good.
He's out all next year already.
They don't even know what's wrong with him now.
Dude.
Like they don't know why he's in pain.
Clearly, he's been out for 2 years. It's like Jonathan Isaac, bro. Except he just keeps getting re-injured.
I thought Lonzo was gonna be so like he was the most hyped prospect we've had.
Dude, when the
forever.
Bulls, when he was in a couple years ago, the Bulls started off like 13-3 with him, and then he got hurt, and then they started sucking.
Wow. News that just came from Ian Rappaport.
Who is that? I didn't see who it was.
Interesting.
Oh, Calais Campbell, yeah.
Yeah.
He's old,
He's a
but
good
he's
vet.
solid.
He's a good vet.
Former man of the year. He's solid. But yeah, the Bulls, that was a big win for them last night over the Sixers. They needed that.
Yeah, I knew and I knew the Wizards was going to choke.
They just the thing is they have two solid players, Beal and Porzingis. They just don't have a good supporting cast.
Damn. Some Knicks news. Willis Reed just
Damn,
passed
Willis
away.
Reed. Oh, he's such a
He
legend.
honestly,
Knicks legend,
no,
ladies and
bro, he
gentlemen.
might be the
Top 5.
He might be.
Top
He
five.
might be one.
Over Ewing?
Yeah.
Mm.
Because of
In
rings.
terms of success, yeah, he does
Because
have
of
he does have a
Walt
final. He
Frazier?
does have 2 MVPs.
Yeah, over Walt Frazier.
He
I think
has-
Willis Reed's the greatest. Knick
Willis
of
Reed
all
has an
time.
MVP, a couple of Finals MVPs,
Yeah,
2
what would you
rings.
rate John Starks?
It's not even on the list.
John
Damn.
Starks is
John Starks is chilling
trash,
somewhere in like the
bro.
30s.
Of Knicks.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Is Julius Randle better than him?
Honestly,
Just random-
Allen Houston
he
is
might be.
Allen Houston
Houston's
top?
better than John Starks.
Is Allen Houston top 10?
Wow. I swear to
He's
God.
out, no, Allen
I
Houston's
swear
outside
to
the top
God, You
10.
about to say Allen Houston top 10? I'm
No,
like
he's
this.
outside the top 10.
I'm like,
Allen
oh
Houston's
my
outside.
God.
Well,
Top 10.
Ewing's got to be in there.
Ewing's in the top 5, sure. He might be like 3 or 4.
All right,
Who
let's
would you
see.
put above? Who would you put between Ewing and
Willis, Walt,
Walt,
maybe
yeah.
like maybe Earl the
Dave
Pearl or Dave
DeBoucher.
DeBuscher.
Boucher?
Then
Earl
Ewing.
the Pearl is nice.
That would be in the top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we
I'd put
got-
Melo in the top 10
And
though.
then the teams that's out of playoff contention, which they're going to be probably in the top 4 picks, is going to be the Pistons and the Hornets from the East.
Yeah.
Hornets just
The Hornets are a joke.
Yeah,
they don't have LaMelo. They're
No.
screwed.
Michael Jordan might be the GOAT on the court, but in the office,
You got
Yeah.
nothing.
I mean, to be fair, who wants to go to Charlotte, bro?
yeah,
I've been there.
nice city, nice city.
It is a nice city. It's got good energy,
Yeah,
but no one wants to go there.
That narrative around that team's been terrible for like 20 years.
They haven't been good ever.
No.
Then we're gonna go to the Western Conference. The Denver Nuggets clinched the number 1 seed. Then we have the Grizzlies at 2,
They got a
Kings
big
at
win last
3, the Suns at 4, Clippers at 5, Warriors is at 6. Then the 7th seed we have the Mavericks, 8th seed the Timberwolves, 9th seed the Thunder, 10th seed Jazz. Then the outside looking in, we have the Lakers, the Pelicans, the Blazers, and then out of the playoff contention, we have the Rockets and Spurs. I'm gonna be honest, I'll be the first to say this. I think the Blazers need to go ahead and sit Lillard out for the rest of the season because there's no point of him playing if y'all not gonna make the playoffs.
Nah, dude, let him play. Let him drop 70.
Yeah, huh?
Honestly,
He's entertaining. To
Just let him
watch.
go out there and put up as many shots as he
Yeah,
wants.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
Last
earned
night
more
he
than
shot
that.
4 for 17. The other night he was horrible. The other night
yeah.
I just want to see the Lakers make the playoffs.
they're not gonna.
If they don't make the playoffs, that's gonna be the funniest day. Like that, when the moment we see that they
The
are out of
X.
contention. Oh, we
There'll be
definitely
a
get
text.
Isaiah.
There'll be at least like 10 memes just from Pat.
Oh my
just
Well,
from Pat.
The Lakers, they need LeBron. They need him back badly.
Yeah.
They can't win
At
without
this
him.
point, LeBron like this. Oh, I got this scoring title. Well, I need to come.
That's what I'm saying. As a scoring title, he's like, I'm done.
He has
I'm
nothing.
sitting.
He has 0 left, like negative left to prove.
Yeah, what does he can't do anything else? Even if they win another championship, does it really change his legacy that much? No.
Not really.
If you really
look
think
at,
about
look
it,
at the NBA putting a feature out on Shea Gilgeous-Alexander fashion.
well deserved, bro.
No, he actually has some of the best fashion in the league.
Look at that fur coat, man. You see that fur coat?
He actually might be
He
one of
knows
the
how to
drippier
dress,
players.
and he's a bucket on the court. He had 40 the other night.
budding star.
Wait, wasn't he the one with the big Mario shoes?
No, that was.
No, he did come in with the big Mario shoes. I remember.
Tell
feel
you
like
what,
I'm
he's got better fashion than freaking
Yeah.
Kyle Kuzma.
Yeah,
It was him. I thought it was someone else.
no, it was him with the big Mario shoes.
All right, that
Those
one.
are kind of dope, though. I'm not gonna lie. It's questionable.
This
but
is questionable.
that's pretty cool. I mean, it's better than what Kuzma's wearing or Russ or any of those guys. They just don't care. Like they wear whatever.
Kuzma's wearing like a fishnet shirt, and he's just like,
Bro,
fuck it.
when he showed up in a dress, I was like, I mean,
Fair play.
You can do what
man,
you want.
You do you.
They call it fashion, man. I ain't judging them. They call it fashion.
It might be.
It's
don't
crazy because like if a normal person, everyday person wear the outfits that NBA players wear on this campus, you know how many people be like, bro, that outfit is trash.
A lot.
They'd be like,
You get cooked.
Get cooked.
You get
easy.
cooked.
If you pull up in a dress like Kyle Kuzma, you're getting cooked.
Or like that big sweater that he looked like
The pink sweater
he
wore.
like Bernie.
Yeah.
He like Bernie from Sesame Street. Like, come on, man. It's crazy.
Bernie, Bert and Ernie from Sesame Street, bro.
You just combine.
Oscar the Grouch and the
Oscar the Grouch.
pulling up in the trash can. But yeah, out of the playing teams, who can make which out of the 9 and 10 seeds? I'm not talking about the 8s, because it'll be 7 versus 10. It'll be Jazz Mavs right now in the West, and then
OKC
versus
Minnesota.
I think for the Western Conference, I have the Thunder making news. I think the Thunder is young. I think they're trying to make a playoff push to get inside the playoffs, out the play-in teams. That's my pick for the Western Conference. The Eastern Conference, I mean, of course, I'm going to say the Heat, but from the 9 to 10 slot, I'm going to go with the Chicago Bulls.
Wow.
I mean, they got the talent. I think Toronto, if they could just figure out their offense and not throwing like 5, 6, 8 guys on the floor and praying it works.
Well, Miami I think they're gonna help Brooklyn.
Yeah.
If Brooklyn's got the Wizards, or no, they got the Cavs tonight, so that's gonna be a tough game for them. So if they lose that game, then the Heat are only a half game behind.
Yeah.
They'll probably jump.
And the Heat play tomorrow against the Knicks.
Probably lose that.
Yeah.
No, you guys should beat them. You guys are better than them all around, except for small forward, because Jimmy Butler is better than RJ Barrett. Everybody's better than RJ Barrett.
Shoot 8 for 8.
Bro, Jimmy Butler probably Jimmy Butler probably like 50 free throws.
Unless Gabe Vincent goes off for like 40.
I wouldn't even doubt Max Strus having like his career high.
Y'all can't play defense, bro. 140 the Timberwolves. Without Edwards
and Cat.
Cat's been out the whole year.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. But man, any last words, ladies and gentlemen?
It's a good question.
Yeah. I got some. Shout out Team USA tonight in the World Baseball Classic. Tune in 7 p.m.
Big game.
USA Japan
for the championship.
The last game the USA played was the most watched game, I think, in like the history of whatever network it was like 70 million or something.
Damn. Let's go USA.
Team USA all the way, baby.
Yes, sir.
Time.
Milwaukee Bucks 2023 NBA champion.
That's Molly. We're gonna have Molly here on the 31st.
I thought we were about to catch you in
Yeah, I thought we were about to catch you in.
Come on, relax.
But yeah, Milwaukee Bucks win the chip this year. Calling right now.
Oh shit! I mean, see what those odds like. Put that money up for that.
It's probably not that good, honestly.
Like negative,
they're
like
probably
145.
They're not negative. They're let's find out.
Yeah,
it's definitely not like massive, but
if I had to guess before, I'm gonna say plus 600. I haven't looked.
Okay, you might be on the mark.
I'm just a nerd at this type of stuff, so I might be right. I'm going on DraftKings, to be fair. So DraftKings and FanDuel could be different, but we're going to go off whatever DraftKings says.
Right.
Awards? No. Conference, seeding. Where is it? Futures. Here we go. Bucks are plus 330. They have the best. They have the best odds.
yeah.
Celtics are plus 340. Suns plus 475. Nuggets plus 800. Sixers plus 1,000. And Warriors plus 1,200. That's a top 6 teams. Bucks are wow. Lakers are favorited higher than the Cavs, Kings, Knicks, Heat.
They might not even make it.
They're not even. They're the 11 seed.
Any team with LeBron on, they got high chances.
They're plus 2,500. They're the same odds as the Mavs. They're not even in the playoffs.
They're just chilling.
Imagine the Lakers. If the Lakers were like the 6th seed, they probably have the best odds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
which makes no sense.
LeBron.
LeBron James.
Don't even have him.
Oh man, but before we go, man, I just want to go ahead and tell everybody, a couple announcements. We just want to reassure that go ahead, go on hometownworldwide.com, www.hometownworldwide.com to purchase your hoodies, your shirts. We're doing a little release of a hometown classic collection, which would be pretty dope that you guys should wear. We dropping the color that's gonna be our school colors, so y'all might see me wear it one day in here.
Shoe colors?
Yeah, shoe colors.
Word.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty dope. And of course, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We have 70 subscribers. Help us reach 100 subscribers. So share this podcast with a friend, tell a friend to tell a friend. Follow us on our IG, TikTok, and Twitter pages. And make sure y'all watch this episode and the future episodes, because Friday we have a special guest, one of my former classmates that work at NBC. Then next week we got Coach women's basketball head coach Jessica Minetti coming in the podcast, where you hear her stories about her coaching journey. And then next Friday, the 31st, the ending of the month, we have the lovely Molly Jacob, who works with the Yes Network at NBC. And she's just only a junior. So that's even amazing. So go ahead, make sure you pencil in them dates and make sure you hit that notification so you can know when we post our content. This is the Sport Aces podcast. I'm Chris Ortega.
Anthony Conti.
Tom Bucciafero.
And we are out of here.